to this like bodybuilder gym around the corner, which is it's a place.
I like going and do my weights, and then like I can spend like 2 hours in the pool, in the
Oh,
sauna, in the steam
one
room. I
hundred
am I
percent.
am zoned. I'm in the zone.
Yeah,
Like that is my downtime.
100%. I am literally just like, okay, well, I need to go and sit peacefully in
Yeah,
a hot tub. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. That's the good thing about the David Lloyd, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually just got an invitation to Soho in Manchester,
Oh,
but
nice.
I'm not sure whether I'm going to take it because I don't drive, and going into Manchester for that, I want it because it has like a it's so rubbish, but it has like a social value to it.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. No,
I like
I get what you mean completely.
yeah. Um, but I'm also kind of like I'm not spending £200 a month on something that I'm never going to use.
Oh, yeah. That is steep, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is steep. Like, God. Speaking of steep, like I've spent a lot on therapy for myself.
Oh, yeah. Me
So
too.
much, like so much, like. But like, yeah, I do. Have you heard of Krav Maga?
Yes.
So I do that once or twice a week. So I mean
Okay.
that's
Amazing.
not cheap, but that's really good. Like for example, like I had a really crap day last Thursday, and I
Uh-huh.
didn't want to go, and then I went, and I felt amazing afterwards. Like
Yeah,
just during the session, just being part of the community, and
for
then just
sure.
like yeah, just getting your anger out. Um, my a lot of my issues stemmed from I'm going to say probably childhood right through to adulthood. Are you similar?
Yeah. I mean, how much do you want to know?
Go for it, man. Go for it. Like I've had an up and down
Um,
relationship with my folks. So.
yeah, so I have a very like from as young as I can remember, don't really have a relationship with my dad. Never did,
Yeah,
but don't now.
yeah,
Um, my relationship with my mum, it's there, but it's
yeah.
not. We're not
Not what
tight.
you want it to be. Yeah, you want it to be
Yeah.
tight.
Um, and I guess I grew up in a very strange area. I used to hang out in drug dens.
Really.
Yeah, I've never done a drug,
Yeah.
um,
But like your
but
chill out spot was there.
my chill out spot was there. You know, they were stealing things. Then I started stealing things. They like I don't even know where any of them are anymore.
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah,
so I've seen the rough end of what life looks like.
yeah,
And then obviously mix in school. I'm a very femme human being, and that's all good and groovy. But back then, bullying was very different because it was always physical and always in person.
yeah,
And you know, nowadays it tends to be less of that and more online. And I
yeah,
might bring it on, babes.
yeah. Got to be.
Um,
Do it. Do it.
but yeah, it's been a long ride. And then you start becoming an adult in the world and realize that not everything is like flowers and roses, and
Yeah, it's not golden, is it?
people are horrible.
I find in humanity are
Yeah,
these days. Seriously.
100%. It's a really hard place we live in because I feel like the human connection that we all need is slowly depleting, and people become more and more angry, and then they're lashing out, and I get it, you know, the world's a dark place, but
Yeah.
when did just smiling at someone stop?
I can completely emphasize with that. So I went to Canada and the States back in
Uh-huh.
September. And on the way back from Heathrow, we had like a connecting flight. And then on the way back, we stopped off at Crewe. And there was a guy getting on the train. I forget which stop it was. And like he clearly had a disability. Like he stepped on the train and I was like, you could say he's like all disorientated and dizzy.
Yeah.
People were just like watching him. He looked like he was going to fall.
Uh-huh.
So like I literally just ran over to him like Superman, grabbed him, said, sit down there. And I said, you okay? He says, no, I'm partially sighted. I can't see steps. And he's like really thankful. Thanks for helping me on. And I said, is that normal? Do people just like literally just do that all the time? He said,
Mhm.
yeah. ex-Marine. You know, he served in the forces.
Yeah.
And then I actually helped him because I got off at the same stop. I helped him get off the train
I love that.
and to his other stop. As we went, I thought it's just I wasn't doing it for brownie points or anything like that. It's more just being a
No,
human, just
100%. You
being
have
being normal. You know,
Yeah, you have no idea what anyone goes through on a daily basis. I
no,
had a client recently, and I'm not gonna share obviously too much for
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but they completely, for the first time in like 2 years, completely opened up with everything that was going on in their life.
yeah.
The last time I saw them sat in my chair, I did not know a single thing, and she hid it so well, and
Really,
I was in tears the other day. Like, just the idea that someone can anyone and everyone is just hiding something from
yeah,
people because they don't want to take up too much time, they don't wanna take up too much space, they don't want to feel like a burden.
yeah.
That's not human.
Not it's not human at all, is it? It's not human at
No.
all. Often people hide things like that, don't they? They really
Yeah,
keep it. I'm quite. Let's say I'm quite vocal. I'm quite open. If there's something going on, I can just flap.
yeah,
People know when there's something wrong with me. If I'm quiet,
yeah.
there's something, yeah, and they get out of me. And what you like is in terms of how your journey's gone with your therapy and
So, I think for me, the therapy so I've now been in therapy for 3 years.
yeah,
I started therapy when I was with an ex,
yeah,
and it was mainly because I found out so I had done so much. I moved to Urmston, I
yeah,
moved a salon to Urmston, and I thought we were building a life together,
yeah.
and between the June that I moved here and then I found out in October that he had cheated on me,
Oh man,
and when you I think I never moved my life for him, but I moved my life to be with him.
yeah,
And there was a big part of me that I just no part of me understood what was going on. So many things are happening. I've moved and I'm doing this and that, and I've got a dog and we're doing everything. And I'm trying to just figure out whether it's me and I'm the problem. So one of my clients, her sister is a therapist, and we hopped on a call and we just I'm been very fortunate I found my therapist from the moment that I met her, and it's been an open wound ever since I started. I think it's got easier, then it got really bad, and you start to unpick everything. So I am very aware of every emotion that I have. I'm very aware of everything that I've done or doing. But it doesn't stop sometimes it doesn't stop those things from happening. I'm just aware while I'm doing it.
yeah. You know what's happening. And even afterwards, you can kind of go right. I'm going to just look into this a little bit more. What's
Yes.
actually what I can run on. I can run on overdrive. I'm a lot like all or nothing. There's a lot of things I've started,
Yeah,
put through everything at it, stopped it, um,
100%.
burnt out. This is rubbish. Overreacting to everything.
Yeah.
Um, when I did some EMDR for a bit. I had about 6 or 7 sessions of EMDR therapy.
Okay.
Oh my god, I must have bawled for every session. Like I could not stop crying every session.
Uh-huh.
Just unpicking things. I think my see, I've patched things up with my mum now. Like we didn't speak for a good while, and then we kind of had a good talk and like we talked things over and stuff. And because my parents had went through a bad divorce about 10 years ago,
Okay.
and it was just really rocky. A lot of back and forth, and I'd fall out with my parents, speak to them again. I don't speak to my dad. We don't have a relationship. Like
Uh-huh.
that's let's say that's dead and buried. It's
Yeah.
irreparable. I've tried over the years. He has a really unhealthy relationship with alcohol,
Okay.
um, and he doesn't acknowledge that he has a
Yeah, yeah.
problem. It's just he probably never will. But
Yeah.
when he's involved in my life goes off the rails.
Mhm.
I tend to skyrocket. I make really bad decisions. Um, that's how I've had anxiety for years, but that when I got health anxiety, I think that was just my nervous system telling me that I need to listen. You really need to
100%.
listen now. Yeah, you're not listening to me, so therefore I'm going to send you 1,001 physical symptoms or what. It could have been anything,
Yeah,
but I couldn't see that at the time,
100%.
and it's so hard, isn't it? Like I just thought there was something wrong. I thought I had a disease,
Hmm.
and luckily, again, I worked with some really good therapists. I had the AMDR, and then I worked with a chap from America, and they both kind of made me understand that things needed unpicking. There was stuff under the surface that
Yeah,
was boiling over for years, and I needed to feel safe again. And it was probably part of it was to say, right, that's it with your dad now. You've tried and tried and tried. If you don't cut him off, you're not going to get better.
yeah,
I feel it was just a message, and then I made some other decisions in life. I'm still planning on moving to France in a couple of years. So I'm
oh,
kind of
amazing.
yeah. I just want to be sound cliche, but I want to be near the beach. I want a better
Yeah,
lifestyle.
100%.
Just look at the weather.
Look at
Look at
everything
Manchester.
here. Yeah,
I just find it's becoming a really difficult place to live in. Manchester used to be a cool
100%.
place.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think.
when I moved here in 2021, it was an absolute dream. I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh my God, I can't like this is the place that I want to be." I mean, since I've been here, I don't know whether it's just Manchester itself, but also the people that I've met and like the experiences that I've had. I don't think I love it here. I
no,
think the only reason I haven't left yet is because I know I still have things that I need to do,
yeah, yeah,
whether that be work on myself and also work in general.
yeah.
Once I've done that, I'm leaving.
Where do you fancy?
Oh, why don't I fancy? I would part of me would love to go to New York. I've been talking about
Oh
New
yeah,
York for a little bit,
yeah, yeah,
but I also know that mentally, New York isn't somewhere that necessarily gives me everything that I need physically.
yeah, yeah,
Um, it's not green enough. It's not quiet
yeah,
enough. But there's also a buzz there that I love.
yeah, yeah,
That's currently the only place that I have, and so to be continued.
yeah. But you don't know what the future holds.
No, exactly.
You
And right now, I've got 2026 is gonna be a very I feel like a very magical year. I've
yeah,
done a lot of work. I've got over a lot of things.
yeah,
I feel like I've put my anxiety in a place where it still exists, but
yeah. It's
I'm
there.
managing it.
You're comfortable with it. It's like I can still get it. Like somebody asked me a while back, does anxiety go altogether? I went, no, it's there. It's how you react to it. Like I could be on a train and I might just get a wave of it. Like sometimes I'll get like a butterfly sensation in my stomach,
Yeah,
and I get a wave of it then, and then I'm like, oh, hang on a minute. But I don't kind of. I say to myself, this will pass. This isn't
mhm,
dangerous. It will pass.
100%.
And even like I would say to people as well, like that are struggling with health anxiety, like once you understand the science behind it and why it's actually happening, there's often there's a root cause, isn't there, as to why
Yeah,
we have these anxiety symptoms and disorders. Once you understand the science behind it, then you can start doing the education and you can start
100%.
improving. Anxiety is a loop, isn't it? You get the anxiety, get the symptoms with it, then you get the fear, then you get the depression. You're depressed because you feel like you're stuck like this forever, and then we start the cycle again until you can break it.
Yeah,
And it's
100%.
just it's just a loop, isn't it?
Yeah. Health anxiety is something that I didn't even really believe in until
Yeah,
2022. Um, I was It was October and something wasn't quite right. I was experiencing high levels of anxiety, but at
yeah,
that point I couldn't label it as anxiety.
yeah, yeah,
And then I actually went into hospital because I lost all of the potassium in my blood
yeah,
and I was so close to not being here. If I
Oh
was
man.
either on my own or asleep while that happened, I wouldn't be here.
Oh my God.
And
Tough.
I was kind of like the adrenaline that's kicked, like has left, that's there. I'm just focusing on kind of like, well, I'm just, what just happened.
Yeah.
And coming out of that, I could not move, eat, sleep. I was so vigilant. I still, to this day, it's been 3 years, and I still have a twitch in my shoulder,
Yeah.
which is an indication of my brain telling me that I'm still alive.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And if I'm anxious, if I'm sad, this little twitch continuously happens.
Yeah. But you're not scared of it. That's the difference.
I'm not scared of it.
You're not scared of it.
It's
I get them in my calves, twitching in the calves. Like I'm
yeah,
like, oh, there they are again. There
yeah,
they are. They're racing again. They're a bit lively today. Oh,
100%.
I'm having a conversation in my head. I'm like, you want me to listen?
Yeah. Every single October since that so far has October tends to be my most anxious time of the year
Yeah.
because I'm almost waiting for it to happen again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It's as if your brain. It's like it's ingrained in your brain that October's
100%.
going, and it wants you to
Yeah.
listen. It's like what's going on and stuff. Like
Mhm.
when I was going through the thick of it, I couldn't even sit in my chair. Like my office is at home. Like I couldn't even sit in my chair. I wanted to get up out the chair and I was that scared. I'd run off I'd have to be with someone. I have to have someone there present. So it took a lot of work to even be able to sit in the chair and be comfortable with how my body was reacting.
100%.
I stopped exercising because of the tension I was getting.
Yeah.
I really didn't like. I think for me, it was like when I was getting the symptoms as you did. I didn't know how to react. I thought, is exercising making it worse? Is there something I need to be doing?
Yeah.
Do I need to be doing something else? Like all that was in my head was like, I need to fix myself. I need to fix whatever's happening to me. But that's the opposite, isn't it?
100%. The doctor said to me, just go out for a run. And
Yeah,
the opposite, I didn't go to the gym for years. I couldn't even fathom getting
yeah,
my heart rate up to a point where it was working, you know?
yeah,
I was constantly just living in this kind of not flatline, but just a very abnormal, like basic heart rate.
yeah,
And still to this day, if I run too fast and I'm not breathing correctly and my heart rate gets up to a high place,
yeah,
I start to panic.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's like it's a bit of a worry. Like the panic sensation comes on,
mhm,
and then you start hyperventilating, and then you
yeah,
get dizzy,
yeah,
and then you get lightheaded, and then you think, oh, why am I getting dizzy? Why am I getting lightheaded? You just every it's crazy, isn't it? Like then you're in tune with your body, and then you're thinking every symptom that I experience
every
is
detail.
is is, is yeah, it is dangerous. Okay, with health anxiety, like everything is amplified because your nervous system's dysregulated.
Yeah,
It's like I always say, it's like your body is sending safe signals up to your brain, but your brain's misinterpreting. They're kind of meeting in the middle, but they're like,
yeah,
obviously, what we're trying to do is what you're doing. Is break the cycle, and then the body can return to normal balance again. You're still going to get sensation. Like I can feel tension in my shoulders because
yeah,
of the way I've been sat and I've been doing reels and stuff. But I'm not worried about it. That'll pass in a bit.
yeah,
That's normal. That's
100%.
the normal sensation.
Yeah. It is that the human body and brain is one of the most beautiful things, and also we are our own worst enemies.
Yeah, we are. We are, aren't we? We are. We can create things for ourselves.
Oh yeah, and the kind of physical aspect of like anxiety, health anxiety, to the fact that your brain and you can make yourself believe something is going on
Yeah.
is just wild.
If you said to yourself now, I'm going to get some could create any symptom you wanted to. If you focused on an area for that long, your brain would send you symptoms to that area.
Yeah.
100%. It's probably so when you were really anxious and you're going through like, the periods where you were going through health anxiety, because you were so hyper focused on these areas,
Yeah.
the brain would amplify that area and you'd get them more, wouldn't you?
100%. It's just like I was having a conversation the other day, where in regards to becoming ill. So
Yeah,
a very long story short, my mum was meant to come up on a couple of weekends ago, and she really wanted to come up on a Sunday, and I was working. So I said the Monday is going to be the day that I can do, and that's it. Anyway, she rang me on a Friday saying, "Is there no way that I can come up on Sunday?" And I said, "No, it's Monday. That's
yeah,
it." Sunday, no, yeah, Sunday night, I got a message. I don't feel very well. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it tomorrow. And then Monday came. I'm ill. I'm not going to be able to make it. Call it a coincidence. I'm utterly sure that you can make your body unwell. If you
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to do something, you'll find a reason not to.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You can actually, yeah. I believe in that.
Yeah,
It's like you're speaking with the subconscious.
100%. You will be ill, so I don't have to go and do this.
Exactly, exactly. That's a good point. Saying no to things as well. Like I've certainly got a lot better at that. I think I was probably too much of a people pleaser
Mm-hmm.
over the years. Yeah, I think that probably had something to do with my upbringing as well.
Yeah.
Not feeling, I had a relatively good upbringing, but we often laugh about this. Me and my mum now. My dad was moody. Yeah, he had his own business, but he was moody growing up. He
Oh,
was always chasing something else. When the bigger picture was, he had a family, really good family in front of him, but he always chased something else,
yeah.
and that made him unhappy, and that affected his mood. So then he didn't have any patience with me growing up.
Yeah.
So maybe for me, subconsciously, it's like, well, I feel I need to please everybody, but maybe I didn't feel like I was pleasing my dad growing up.
100%.
And I think that something. I'm not saying I'm perfect at this, Callum. Saying no to things, because sometimes when I do say no, I still feel guilty afterwards. But I'm certainly getting a lot better. I think it's about finding a balance, like in both your personal life and your working life. Like if
Yes.
you are just agreeing to things when you don't want to all the time, whether it's work or personal life, you're going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to put yourself under more stress. And it's okay to say, no, I'm not doing that, or I can't do that.
100%.
It sounds like
Nothing,
you were quite similar.
yeah, nothing is worth that. I I am still a people pleaser.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid to admit that.
yeah,
I spent most of my childhood buying friends
yeah,
and trying to impress people by always doing or having something. So I still do it to this day.
yeah,
I try and buy friendships. I try and buy
yeah,
I try and give in order to feel like I'm enough.
yeah.
Um, and so I'm currently reading a book called The Imposter Cure,
Oh, okay.
and it's obviously about imposter syndrome, and it's a word that I kind of know exists, but
Yeah,
in what capacity I've never really understood. And it's that constant not feeling good enough to be in a place where you are.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's only been in the last couple of weeks where I'm really just like, do you know what? I have worked my absolute everything off to
To
get
get
to
where
where
you
I
are
am.
today. Yeah, yeah,
Every
uh,
every blood, sweat, and tear. No one knows my background.
no,
Very, very few people. I've I'm very open, but very open with what I want to share, not what I've been through.
yeah,
And so there is a whole part of me that doesn't hasn't been spoken of, and it has been a struggle from the moment that I existed in the world as an adult to now. It's every every week there's something, but I choose to grow with it and not make it
yeah. You lean
define
into
who
it.
I am. Yeah.
You lean into it. You lean
My
into it.
salon was raining on the inside of it on Saturday. It was raining on the ceiling.
Oh
I'm
my.
just
Oh
like,
my.
okay, oh, cool. As long as everyone's safe, the
Yeah.
building, it's fine. You know?
You can't. Yeah. I'm like that. I've kind of gone the opposite way now. Like we were coming back from London yesterday. I was like, gonna have to. We're gonna be late for the train. We were doing this, and this. I'm like, we'll be okay. We'll make it. It's fine.
Yeah. There'll
Me
be another train.
rewind a few years ago, it'd have been like, no, we've got to leave at 10 a.m. even though the train's at 4
Yeah.
to get 4 p.m. Stressing over it, stressing over this. Like I've had a few um, things that haven't gone to plan last week, and on Friday, and I was, I allow myself to be a bit disappointed for a little
Yeah.
short time, but afterwards, I'm like, everything will work out. It always does. We'll
Absolutely.
just go back to the drawing board and we'll figure things out. And to ask you, did you go on medications when you were at your worst?
Never.
No.
I'm a very spiritual and very
Good.
holistic
Good.
human being.
Yeah. Yeah.
I barely take painkillers if I'm
Yeah.
poorly.
Yeah.
I will choose natural before anything else. So
Yes. That's really good.
the one thing that I will say that really I feel like helped was the Trip CBD drinks.
Yeah.
I had one of those or two of those a day, every day that I felt anxious, and it just
Yeah.
felt like it took the pressure off.
Yeah.
I don't care whether that's placebo or it was genuine,
But it
just
helped you.
help.
It
It
helped.
helped. It was
Yeah.
I don't have any vices. I don't smoke, I don't
Yeah.
drink. I
Yeah.
don't I don't do anything that's not necessarily unhealthy in that manner.
Yeah.
And the Trip drinks, to this day, if I have an anxious day, I will go and buy a Trip, and it
Yeah.
just helps take the edge off.
It's your tool, isn't it? It's like
It's my
it's one of your
crutch.
tools. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe it is with me. I take magnesium
Yeah.
glycinate, however you pronounce it. I have one in the morning and then one at night, and that feels amazing. That takes the edge off things with me.
Yeah.
I do. I try not do it as a compulsion like yoga nidra, but I'll do
Mhm.
it most days in the morning. It's just like resets my morning.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm quite spiritual. I do a lot of mind and body stuff, with myself. I went on surgery for probably 4 months.
Mhm.
In hindsight, I think for me, if I would have understood what was actually happening
Yeah.
inside my body, if I would have had more education at the time from the doctors, from the GPs, at
Yep.
the front gate, I probably wouldn't have taken sertraline. I would have
100%.
let my body heal naturally. I remember this one GP when I was getting tension in might have been my shoulders, and he actually said to me, what did he say? He said, "Yeah, just take some ibuprofen and paracetamol." And I was like, read my notes, like OCD, health anxiety. Like I didn't. Luckily enough, I said I'm not gonna take them because
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
They just don't
They do all
care.
the time.
S
No, they
so
don't.
so
That's what I found.
throw any type of pharmaceutical, and I'm not bashing the pharmaceutical world. I think sometimes it's very important and some people need things.
Yeah,
But like for things like anxiety and health anxiety, there are ways to do it more naturally, you
there
know?
is. There's so many. It's like if like you said, there is ways to do it naturally if you can understand the brain. The way the brain works. So understand that it can be rewired.
Mhm.
Um, this tension or these physical symptoms you get are messages from your brain asking you to listen and to
Yeah.
make other decisions, to actually just analyze your life a little bit more. There's a method behind the madness.
Yeah.
Exercise, diet, meditation, mindfulness. You
Yeah.
know, they all need to be explained. Like for me with mindfulness, like I was explaining it to a client a few weeks ago. I said, try not use it when things are really intense. When things are intense, just lean into it with a bit more curiosity. It'll
Mhm.
pass. But mindfulness when things aren't intense, they can naturally calm your body. They send safe messages to your brain.
Yeah,
Regular practice over time, it takes your focus away from the things that you feel are harmful or difficult.
100%.
I'm a big advocate for that. Yeah, do you do stuff like that? But
Yeah, I mean, so I'm very fortunate that obviously I have therapy once a week on a Tuesday
yeah,
evening.
yeah,
I have a personal coach that not only focuses on my fitness, but also my
yeah,
nutrition, my
brilliant.
habits. So I have also what I would call a body double to help
Yeah,
me make sure that I am looking after myself.
yeah,
And so the mindfulness, my journaling, exercising, reading, no screens, 9 o'clock comes in the
oh,
evening, my
massively.
phone's
Yeah,
off. And
yeah,
I have that there's obviously times where I slip up and phones can be very addictive, and also when you've got a
yeah.
video going viral, it's kinda like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
let me just sit and watch this
yeah,
for 20
yeah,
minutes."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Hey, mate, I've done the same. I'm
yeah,
the same. I try and I put mine up about similar time. I'll put it up in the bedroom because I know I can't be asked going up to my bedroom to get the
yeah,
phone and check. But then if I put a video on that I think's gonna do well, or I'll just
you have
go
to
up, I'm
start
just gonna go and
watching it.
check for a minute. Yeah, just go and
Yeah,
watch and see how it's done. And like I get sucked back in. But I don't do that every night. I don't do that daily
right.
now. It's like I do try and leave it up there. You know, um, and then I tend to wind down. I put something on Netflix.
Yeah,
That's kind of my little wind down at night.
for sure. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of my reading and jazz is
Do you
my
like jazz? Yeah.
I love jazz.
Yeah, it's
So
soothing,
I'll
isn't it?
sit and listen to my jazz while reading a book, whether that's a self-help book or a fantasy book. Who knows at that point, but I'm reading.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's calming as well. It's soothing, isn't it?
Yeah, and it makes me really tired.
Yeah, I'm the same. I've like last week. I was majority of the evenings. I was spending my time on the weights floor, on the weights room. Then I would go and have not a rigorous swim, just do 3 or 4 lengths, and then interchange between the steam room, the sauna.
Yeah,
And yeah, it felt amazing. Like I was just really chilled, um,
100%.
ready for bed. Um, you know, again, I put the phone across the room in the morning. Set my alarm. Try and set my alarm at the same time every morning. And I know if it goes off at 6:30, I'm gonna have to get out of bed. I'm not gonna get back into bed again. I'm just gonna get up.
Yeah,
If on the other hand, if I was to leave it on my next to my bedside, I would probably be tempted to look at that first thing in the morning and start scrolling.
absolutely.
But the problem as well, I think with social media as well, especially when you're going through the mills of anxiety, is it's like a minefield, and when you can get hooked into a post, and then
Yeah,
you get hooked into the comments, and you get hooked into the comments where it might be people that talk about, well, I never got better, I did this, and I'm still stuck, and it's we're 10, 20 years later. So
100%.
my advice is like, if you've got a coach or a therapist, just work with them. Or if you've got one trustworthy source, whether it's I forget with mine, I had someone on social media that I followed. I only used to go to them to check. I wouldn't read the comments. I'd always just look at what they were talking about
Yeah,
because I could relate, and their advice is really good. But then if you're looking at several other accounts, it's going to be different and misleading, and it probably
totally.
will make you feel worse. You then start to doubt things, don't you? I think.
100%. And you get sucked in by whatever's there.
Yeah, yeah,
And there's part of your
it,
brain that will just want to suck into that because it's
yeah,
like a level of dopamine that hits just right.
And your brain loves that, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It loves it. And then you can get stuck back in that Google rabbit hole again.
Yeah, for sure.
Which I fell into that for about 3-4 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a wild world.
So
Oh,
it's a wild, wild west, isn't it? So why to do this again? Oh, hello.
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 I'm
Is
back.
it froze?
No,
Oh, there we go. No, so we do another one in January.
Yeah,
another
let's do it,
podcast.
for sure.
Yeah, because I feel like we could do a few of these.
And I can't lie to you, if my name's attached to anything, it tends to get views.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah.